Hi, friends. What are your favorite stories? While Clark is taking a break from writing new stories this week, we would love to know what stories you liked best so far. You can do this by leaving a comment and a review or by sending us an email via our contact page. A link to our contact page can be found in our show notes. Thank you. Hello, friends, and welcome to Sleep Tight Stories. I'd like to say hello to Helena from London, who submitted a wonderful story idea. Hello to George, who is from Letchworth in the UK. Hello to Alexa from London, and hello to Hamza and Faris from Manville, Texas. I'd like to say a happy belated birthday to Stella from Maple Ridge, British Columbia, who celebrated her birthday June 3rd. Happy birthday to Joan from Singapore, who is celebrating her 12th birthday on June 6th. And happy birthday to Gina from Gatineau, Quebec, who is celebrating her birthday on June 8th. Happy birthday to you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. Shout-outs and birthday wishes are one way we give thanks to our supporters. If you would like to support us and receive more bedtime entertainment like this, all ad-free, please visit our support page at sleeptightstories.org/support. Thank you. This is the second part of our story about Nia. She was on her way to Beta to study when Beebs, her computer, told her they needed to find a place to stop and recharge their batteries. They land on Earth, and Nia is excited to explore the planet. Beebs is ready to send a distress signal at the first sign of danger, but Nia sets out and meets some animals. First a crow, and then a dog. At the end of the first part, Nia is approaching a huge creature to see what it is. What do you think she will meet next? Nia Visits Earth, Part 2. Nia walked slowly over the long, crunchy grass towards the huge animals she saw in the distance. Beebs, can you see the size of this animal via my visor cam? Nia asked. Yes, please return to the capsule, Beebs said in his usually dry manner. These aren't humans, are they, Beebs? They are walking on 4 legs. Do you have any idea what they might be? Not humans. Humans are not reported to be so large. Perhaps these are elephants or dinosaurs, Beebs reported. Wait, Beebs, there is more than one. There are many, and they have black and white spots, and they seem to be eating the grass. There are a few laying down chewing something as well. I really wish you would come back to the capsule. There are many shows waiting for you to watch. Not taking the bait, Nia kept walking through the grass towards the group of black spotted animals. As Nia got closer, one of the smaller ones ran over to investigate who this stranger was approaching them. Beebs, one of them is coming over to talk to me. This is so exciting. Shall I send out the distress signal now? He asked. Don't be silly, Beebs, Nia said as the animal came over and said, Moo. Beebs, any translation for this speech? None at all. It is not a language contained in my database. Moo, moo, Nia said back to the smaller of the animals. As Nia talked to it, it came closer and rubbed its head against Nia's body, which prompted Nia to start rubbing its head. "Beebs, it likes me." "It likes you scratching its head. You better do a good job or it might eat you for lunch." Nia kept scratching the small animal's head until a larger animal called out and it bounded off to join it. "Beebs, that was a nice animal. This planet's reputation is undeserved. Every creature I have met on Earth has been so friendly. If only we could learn their language, I am sure we would have so much to talk about." "Well, you haven't met the dominant species yet. So, while your interaction with these creatures was somewhat harmless, who knows what humans will be like?" "Oh, Beebs, you need to program yourself to be more positive." "Part of my programming is to be protective, which is what I am trying to do. I'm going to have to add a positive subroutine into your personality matrix when we reach beta," Nia said, as she started walking again in a direction parallel to the large animals. "Why are you continuing to walk away from the capsule?" Beebs said in an exasperated tone. "I'll just go a tiny bit further, I promise. I just want to see what's over this hill, and then I will start walking back to the capsule." "Okay. Remember, you promised." Nia continued walking in the direction of the crest of the hill, enjoying the sounds of Earth. The gentle winds blowing across the vegetation, the sounds of the birds, and now a new sound. As Nia came to the top of the hill, she looked below to see structures of all types and the source of the new sound that she was hearing. A creature not much smaller than herself, making music with nothing but its voice. "Beebs, can you see this? And can you hear these lovely vocalizations?" "Yes, Nia. This creature matches the descriptions in our archives of a human. Judging by its size, I suspect that this groundling is quite young." Nia stood there watching and listening to the young human. "What is it saying?" "It's too far off to understand, but it seems to be a melody of some sort." "Beebs?" Beebs, having been helping Nia most of her life, knew exactly what she was going to say. "Not advised. You have been lucky that your interactions thus far have been harmless. You once told me you didn't believe in luck." Before they could argue any further, the young human cried out while waving its arm. "Hello there!" This is a standard human greeting. For your own safety, you should either run back to the capsule or return the greeting in a friendly manner, said Beebs, becoming more alarmed. "Hello there, I am Nia," Nia said, trying to mimic the actions and tones of the young human. "Hi, Nia. Are you the new neighbor my parents told me about?" the young human yelled as she started running towards Nia. "What should I say, Beebs? I don't want to start an intergalactic incident." "Just show that you are friendly and not a threat. Should I send out the distress signal?" "No, Beebs, not yet. Just turn on the instant translation module for human speech." "On." "Oh, hi there. My name is Georgina," said the young human as she ran up to Nia. "Oh, wow. Did you fall into a bucket of blue paint or something?" "No, this is the color of my skin." "Well, I haven't seen anyone with blue skin before. It certainly is pretty. Are you sure you are my new neighbor? 'Cause I'm sure my mom would have mentioned it if someone close to my age moved into the old Linkletter farm." "I do not live on this Linkletter farm, but I am visiting from nearby." "Oh, so you are from away. That explains a lot. Your clothes are much cooler than what I get to wear, and I like your helmet. Where are you visiting from?" Nia thought for a second about what she should say to Georgina, and decided that being honest was the best way to start a new relationship. I come from another planet called Alpha, which is in another star system far from here. I was traveling towards Beta and landed here for a short time while my assistant Beebs performed some necessary adjustments. Assistant? Grumbled Beebs. Holy cows! I thought you must have come from a big city like Toronto or New York, or some far-off exotic place that my mother always talks about visiting. Wait till I tell all my friends that I met an alien, said Georgina, getting so excited she started to jump up and down. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Nia asked. Sure, of course, but why don't you come to my house? My mother will wonder where I am, and though I often go walking in the fields behind our farm, I like to return early on Saturday afternoons. Why? Asked Nia as they started walking towards Georgina's backyard. Well, every Saturday my mom bakes cookies and cakes and all kinds of treats. Sometimes I help, but she said this time I should go out and play for a while, since I had just spilled maple syrup all over the counter at breakfast. Have you ever had pancakes? No, I am afraid I haven't, and I don't know what maple syrup is either. Maple syrup goes on pancakes. Today, I put a whole bottle on mine. Do you mind telling me what this place is called? Do you mean our farm? It's called the Macintosh Farm, though we aren't the Macintoshes. My parents just bought the farm a few years ago. It was always their dream to have one, Georgina said. I mean this place, Nia said, making a wide gesture with her hands. Oh, I see, Georgina giggled. This place is called Prince Edward Island, or PEI for short. It's the land of red mud, potatoes, and nice beaches. I find it kind of boring, or I did until I met you. Oh, that's very interesting. But what are potatoes? Asked Nia. Potatoes? Well, they are what you make French fries with. My father makes the best French fries. He says PEI French fries are the best in the world, said Georgina. As they walked closer to her backyard, Georgina pointed out the various structures that were on her farm. That's where we have all kinds of cows. They're really nice, but also a bit stinky. Are they big animals with lots of black spots? Yes, they are, Georgina said. My father raises some cows and some chickens, but mostly he likes to grow vegetables. I think I met some of the cows just before we met. Yes, they spend a lot of time outside in the fields. My father wants them to be happy. Why can't those birds running around in front of the cow's house not fly? Are they hurt? They are chickens, and they can't fly. They just run around the farmyard, and sometimes they give us some eggs to eat for breakfast. That's fascinating, Nia thought to herself. Birds that can't fly and give you food to eat? I guess you don't have cows and chickens where you come from? Asked Georgina. No, we don't. But we have a similar species called engrels, which are large, friendly animals with long snouts. I guess they are like your cows, except they are green. And there are smaller animals called the runs, which have feathers and scales and can fly in the sky, explained Nia. Georgina, I have some tasty treats for you to try, Georgina's mother called out. Coming, Mom, Georgina yelled. Would you like to come in and meet my mother? Boy, is she going to be surprised. Is your mother as nice as you? Asked Nia. My mother is the best, especially on Saturday afternoons, when she has time to bake all kinds of tasty treats, Georgina laughed. Baking treats is her hobby, and I am her chief taster. Well then, I would love to meet your mom, at least as long as you are sure it is okay. My mom always says that her kitchen is open to anyone, and she always loves to meet my friends. And you picked the perfect time to visit, Georgina said, getting a little excited. Not advised, said Beebs, quietly so that only Nia could hear. Human parents are extremely protective, and you might be at risk if they think you are a threat. I'm sure it will be fine, whispered Nia, but with a little bit of doubt. I'm sorry, what did you say? Asked Georgina. Oh, nothing. They walked through the backyard towards the back door of Georgina's house. Nia looked at all the lovely flowers, inhaled all the smells which she thought were amazing, and walked with Georgina up the back steps and into the kitchen of her house. The kitchen was warm and full of the smells of sweet treats. Nia instantly felt at ease and even felt herself getting a little hungry. Georgina's mom was facing away from them, arranging some cookies on a plate, when Georgina said, Mom, I want you to meet a new friend of mine, visiting from away. I thought she might enjoy some of your treats. Oh, that's nice, Georgie. Just let me put these cookies down and you can introduce your new friend, her mom said. Georgina's mother turned around, took one look at Nia, and fainted. And that is the end of this part of our story. Good night. Sleep tight.